ago, but it was just funny. It was just I was just like they were telling me the story. I think it happened like not in the recent past, but a while ago. And I was like, that's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Poor guy.
I laughed. Hello, everybody. We're back.
So funny.
Hour 3. Let's continue. Shall we?
Okay. Well, as I was literally just saying to them a second ago, I can't even roll for initiative yet because I don't know who's going to be alive or dead after this approach. So, for the purpose, you guys have come up with a good plan. I like the plan, but to execute it flawlessly, can you just do me a favor and have everybody make for me a wisdom check? Now, you all have advantage on this to make sure that you kind of like charge in at the same time and everything. You all have advantage on this. That was the one I was worried about. Good too.
Not bad.
Obviously, thunk. Good. All right, awesome. So this actually works out great. Otto has the lowest score, which is probably the best thing because Otto is literally the one that goes last. From like way down here, Otto's gonna ding 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 ding, and Rye's gonna fly, and you just need to concentrate on that. Everybody else is gonna kind of like charge, running in right as Rye is casting her first fireball spell. That's kind of like the plan. Now, my question is this. Rye, you have a concentration spell put on you, not by you. Do you have any other concentration spells that you wish to cast on yourself before you go entering into combat?
Oh, is this what we're doing first? I thought we were doing the turn undead first.
I thought it was like simultaneous, like you're dropping the bomb, he's doing the turn undead, and because I thought the bomb was supposed to cause distraction. No, please, if I'm wrong, tell me. It's your plan, not mine.
I didn't know if we were gonna waste that.
Rye's,
There are multiple groups of things.
yeah, Rye's gonna fireball one group further ahead. I'm gonna hit the one that's closest because I'm not flying over them.
So, Rye, you have not actually seen what's happening yet, so I'm gonna port you up there so you can see what's going on.
Okay.
In this area right here, way up ahead, there is the largest group is right here. So the idea is that you'll be able to hit them. Now, because fireball is a 20-foot radius. There you go. You're doing your maths. 20-foot radius is a 40-foot diameter. So if you hit it right about here, you can theoretically get everybody in this entire area. So like pretty much this whole spot can be taken.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, I mean, let's bear in mind I can do this twice too, so I can hit 2 groups. So.
Well, we don't know how squishy they are yet, but.
Yeah, I mean, precisely. Yeah.
So, was there any other concentration spells you wanted to put on yourself beforehand, or anything else you wanted to buff yourself with? Or are you saying no?
No, I'm gonna save my 2 spell slots for explosions.
Are you saying you're trying to connive a spell out of you? Is that what you're? That's not happening.
I'm trying to connive a spell right now.
He always is.
I'm not a fan of that. All right,
I'm glad you've all picked up on Scott's wily DM ways so quickly.
I told Otto, I was like, don't do the reroll. He's gonna.
You want to spend any spells, sir?
Perhaps some that could help you along the way.
If Scott had his way, he would accidentally make me spend 2 spells, and then he could stop me before I could even do 5 and be like, "Oh,
yeah." He'd have you dump everything before you had gotten into a fight.
Well, you're out of spell slots. Whoa, that's weird.
No.
Oh,
the thing is though, you try and cast a spell, and then you'd be like, "Well, wait a minute, didn't you cast like?" And you'd be like, "Damn it."
Listen, I'm trying to do you guys a favor. You see, if I have Thunk get killed by a group of undead orcs, it's beautifully poetic, and he can make whatever other character to rejoin the party with, right? But if Thunk dies at the hands of a dwarven paladin, you know the dwarven paladin's gonna be the one that joins the party because you guys are gonna be like, well, this guy's pretty cool anyways. So, and then the Mathis is stuck playing a dwarven paladin. I'm sorry, what there?
That's when I leave and I just run the stream from behind the scenes, and you get somebody else. I ain't playing a dwarven paladin. That's boring.
Absolutely. We'll get Keith. Keith loves his dwarven paladins.
Vengeance paladins are very fun.
I love paladins.
He'll be
They're
5th edition Vengeance paladins.
They're beasts.
So fun.
Yeah, you'll actually make Grommen look soft.
We don't need to do that.
Wait, no spoilers. No spoilers. You're gonna do fine. You'll do fine.
I had a Vengeance paladin in 5th, and he was a piece of shit, dude. It was great.
Yeah. Absolutely awful, right? Just terrible. It's not going to be fun. You're totally going to win that fight.
Yeah.
I know. All right. So back to important matters. Dropping nukes. So What do you guys? So the plan, I believe, was, correct me if I'm wrong. Rye was casting the spell, and more or less, as you see fire shooting through the air, Thonk's kind of running in there and dropping his own like bomb, his centered on him one.
Correct.
I would have prepared
I'm
my
taking
dagger
it.
ahead of all this as well. Just, throwing that out there.
You actually have Thonk way up there. Did Thonk actually go way up there?
He's gonna need to in order to hit everybody.
Absolutely, but I imagine he would have hung back to
Oh yeah, no, but I was doing the math and I was like, okay, I need to be here, and that's where I'm gonna need to be.
Yeah. So you would hang back because you can rush up and do your action.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be
Maggie's just like, I'm in them. I'm just
No,
like one of them. I'm just like partying. They're like, oh, they're doing this like wave shuffle thing, and Maggie's just kind of like, I'm doing it too. Do this. I'm just like
I just
a wavy
flap
ghost.
and like wait on these cliffs, Scott.
Absolutely, you most certainly can. I'm just doing the Grommet. You most certainly can, sir. Roll for me. Your spell does not have this big like. As you're flying, you can be relatively silent, and you can also go a considerable distance up to try to stay out of sight. So you can go way up there easily without worrying about even making stealth checks. All right, sir.
All right.
Grommet and Thonk, try to hang back and try to be stealthy. Roll for me your stealth checks, please. And Otto, do you try to stay like considerably back? Like how?
No, Brahmin is not stealthy. He's booking it.
Well, but you're hanging back to here, I believe, correct?
No, I'm gonna get all up in their shit.
Yeah. You mean before the fight starts?
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I'll chill.
Well,
Yeah, you need to relax,
they
Grom.
see me coming. I don't know why. Like, what do you, stealth
Well,
is not my thing.
See me coming.
That's fine. The closer they get to me, the faster I can cast a spell. So
Can Otto use his lucky to change your rule too? I don't think he can.
No.
no.
No, that's the portents ability of that wizard class of the
Mhm.
divination wizard. That's right.
Dude, that'd be so OP. Everyone would get lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, one of our friends, he always plays a halfling divination wizard with lucky, because you reroll ones, you get your portents ability to throw out there on whoever you want, and you get the lucky feat to with
Nothing bad ever happens, right?
Well, he's renowned for rolling 2 or 3 consistently, so
Oh.
it's more or less just sort of like curve the prior issues. So Thonk, you're moving up to where everybody else is, correct? And Otto was
Yep.
one that was hanging back.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're doing that. Grommet got a great stealthy check. So as you guys are kind of approaching, trying to get as quiet as possible, I mean, Thonk, you can hear yourself. I mean, it's pretty rough. What?
I said, "Yep, no, I'm aware."
Yeah, and Grommet can hear you too. You're pretty freaking loud. And they notice it as well. You can notice they're doing that whole like that shimmer thing, like, oh, danger is approaching, shimmer thing. As a matter of fact, you're even so loud that the closest one kind of turns slightly to see you, like kind of like looking in your direction. You can see like the vague like
Does this next
squared
like
off.
rotate 360 degrees and go like the long way around?
Yeah, like his body stays
Yes.
the same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yes.
So it just like rotates 360 degrees and then looks at that.
Yeah, absolutely. So gets like that looking over in that direction. Now again, its eyes are made out of shadow, so you can't see exactly, but you can definitely feel the presence on you. There's no question that the presence is that they feel it. You can feel it, right? Very very dark and ominous feeling, kind of like falling on Thonk, and it's actually almost making him second guess the plan, second guess whether or not this should happen. But his faith is very strong, and so he knows. Okay, let's not chicken out here. Even though I peed myself a few days ago, I'm good to go now.
I wasn't here for that, so it didn't happen.
You were here for it, so it did happen. All right, so after that is, I suppose we're going to start off with nobody else is doing any buff spells.
Grommet has a spell on him. I buffed him.
Okay, and that is a concentration spell, so do not lose it.
Is
Otto
it?
has a concentration. Yeah, I'm 99.9% sure.
You are correct.
Yeah, usually am. So the.
Oh.
So that is you, Rye. You lead the way with your explosion. Let me actually get a
Wait,
fun
I
little.
thought he was gonna expel dead.
No, you're as soon as he sees the fire flying, he's gonna rush forward and do the dead as well. So it's
Okay.
gonna happen simultaneously. So starting off with Rye, doing her big explosion. Boom. Over in this area. Can you just ping for me exactly where you want that fireball to hit?
I guess like around here. Well, if we
Okay.
got, like the, was it 20 feet?
20-foot radius.
Yeah. So it's like, was it 20 feet each way?
Oh.
Yeah. There you go.
It's 10. It's sorry, 20-foot radius, which is 40-foot diameter. Yes, there we go.
Mhm.
I'm like, can I think correctly? So that is 2, 4, 6. I need 2 more. 8. This is the fireball spell, and I believe you wanted to do it like that. Yes.
Yep.
There you go. 2, 4, 6, 8. That is correct. So it sadly does not involve this one guy right here, but it hits everybody else that's in that spot. Let me just drop this down to the map layer so you can see everybody on top. Everybody else will be hit by it. Or you can move it over by 1 and it can hit that guy that's to the left and not the guy to the right.
I mean, that little nerd can survive. It's fine.
Awesome. Sounds great. Could you roll for me your incredible amounts of damage? This is a 3rd level spell, so you are dropping 8d6 fire damage, and I have to make way too many dex saving
save.
throws, to which I have just a +2.
Okay.
That is a beautiful amount of damage.
27.
And one more time. And last one. Okay, 27. The DC is what for you right now?
That's dexterity, right?
It is 15 saving throw. That all being said, I have out of my group of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 creatures that are caught in this blast. 3 of them made their saves. The rest of them did not. And the 3 that made their saves, just so you can see, we're going to have it be just these 3 right here that are on the outside, just for simplicity. Okay. So you did 27 points of damage. Now the explosion goes off, harming every one of those creatures. There's no question that this eruption of magical fire is burning away at whatever magics it is that's holding them there. It's trying to tear them from this world and into the next one, to lay their souls to rest permanently. However, these creatures seem to be stronger than what it is that you have just dropped on them. They're actually still there and fully aware of what's going on. They start moving around in a huge frenzy, kind of like swirling in circles and moving erratically and all over the place as they dodge and weave and try to get out of the way of the fire to the best of their ability. 3 of them are even successful in doing so, and one of them is just outside of its radius. So as it stands there and the explosion goes off, it's lucky enough to be outside, but every one of them does the best it can to try to like dodge and weave out of the way, and they are all in fact still standing. That being said, that is Rye's turn, surprise round turn. Thonk was trying to time it perfectly, did a great job with his roll. So Thonk is able to come charging in as well. So your roll was a 23. Actually, no, it wasn't. Your roll wasn't a 23, it was a 20. You did wisdom save as opposed to wisdom check, but still a 20.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My bad.
Yep. So you went rushing in to the extent of your movement, and you're going to do a kaboom.
So they need to, everybody that's within earshot of me or can see me will have to make the save.
They have to be able to hear you or see you?
Correct. I'd reread it real quick just to make sure.
Because these ones up here, are not within 30 feet.
Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet. So
Okay.
they can hear.
These guys up here are not within 30 feet because you see that's 20 feet right there, and that does not include vertical.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
So it's going to be this group here. And my save is a...
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. That is even worse for me. I'm just gonna do this flat right now. I'm just gonna... how many of them are there? 6? Jeez.
Yeah, 6.
Mother effer. Okay. Here we go. And what happens if they fail?
They
They
die.
die. They're destroyed.
Sorry. Grab the correct cursor. So these guys, and
So one
Um,
lived.
one of them lived. And what happens if you're safe?
I don't know if anything happens or if it does it give them the normal turn if they like don't get destroyed.
I'm pretty sure that nothing happens to them if they save.
If the creature fails a saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
That was pretty rough. What did you say?
If the creature fails, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Yep. Nope. So that's not. They're dead. They're just those 5 of them are completely destroyed. So I'm going to describe this for you. Will you describe your action? I'll describe the result.
It's pretty simple. Like I clutching the scar on my chest, I kind of shout like a prayer to Grummish, and because undead, Grummish doesn't need undead, right? Like as far as his patron is concerned, like he doesn't need undead. So he's just shouting a prayer basically.
So he just kind of goes out there and not in any out of the ordinary fashion, just starts screaming out like a prayer to Grumsh. And then all of a sudden, the one that's immediately closest to you kind of like turns and starts moving towards you, like fully aware of the fact that you're there now. It starts coming towards you before you even stopped. You started your prayer earlier than you originally intended because you're like, oh crap, it's coming at me. And right as this thing is reaching out, the shadowy figure is reaching out and trying to touch you. You finish your prayer, and all of a sudden, you can like feel this like wave of energy coming off of you. It's actually something that Otto cannot see, not because it's too dark or anything like that. It's something that Otto cannot perceive. However, Grommen, could you do me a favor? Could you roll for me a perception check? Grommen does not see it either. So a wave of energy that you were able to perceive yourself there, Grommen, Thunk. Wow, names.
You got through it.
Sound like my mom. Gary, Scott, so anyways, Thonk sees is this wave of energy coming off of him, and as it passes through the shade, you can see like it starts to discorporate before him. It just starts to break apart into these tiny little flittering shadows, and as it rolls outward in this like spherical format, rolling outward, everything that it touches just starts to discorporate and everything. One of them that's there, the edges of it starts to like go whisking apart and whatnot, but it's actually able to hold itself together with its considerable amount of strength, and it kind of like turns towards you with more will, probably because it was a stronger creature in life than it is than the rest of them around it, and it's holding itself together just through sheer force of will. And finally, the magical energies disperse. It just starts flying at you with all of its speed, trying to get to you. However, Grommen, you do still have your action. You can move 40 feet normally, or with a bonus action, you can move up the rest of the way to hit this guy.
Okay. Well, I can actually go double my speed as a normal action because I'm a totem or.
You have to be berserk.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, I'm going berserk. I'm raging in. I just saw that. That was inspiring. I'm like, leave one for me.
Oh, perfect.
And I'm gonna. Which weapon? You know what?
Which weapon? Give me a strike.
Okay. And your awesome roll of a 9 is sadly not enough to get her done.
So
Which weapon am I gonna use today?
Can I use an inspiration? No, I have to use inspiration before, right?
So you have to say it beforehand. No. I've let you guys say it afterwards. I let you guys say it afterwards.
I mean, you do. Should you?
Why not?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I used it.
All right.
What does that do for me? Does that
You roll a second time and take the higher of the two rolls. It's just like having an advantage.
This works.
Oh, that was beautiful. That's awesome. It's a much better roll. So you go rushing in at this unarmed creature, this uninjured creature, rushing in as fast as you can with Gurgle's great axe, and you go swinging through with this thing. Now, your first swing at it, actually, you tried to cut into it, but it was kind of resisting it. It was literally resisting the attack. It hit, but like some force was stopping it from getting through. But then Gromit kind of like grits his teeth and kind of like squares off his feet and throws his shoulder into it and pushes through even harder. And something about this weapon and the strength of Gromit was strong enough that it was able to actually push its way through whatever magical barrier was protecting the thing. And as Gromit puts in a deep slice of 10 points of damage to the creature, it's still standing. But you can tell that you literally cut it in half, and it had to like discorporate parts of it falling off of itself and try to rejoin itself in a swirl before it takes its form again.
I had to roll that, you guys. I couldn't say save one for me and then not do anything about it.
That would have been really embarrassing.
Yeah,
That's
it was
true, yeah.
embarrassing.
So after that, it's now Otto's turn. I don't know if Otto actually intended to do anything or if he's more than happy with hanging back. Or actually, Maggie, you have a second attack. What am I talking about? You've moved 45 feet so far. Yeah. So if you want, you can attack that guy again.
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
Wait, why did it do that?
Because your last thing you do, yeah, there you go. Just press up twice or whatever.
No, it doesn't let me do it. It's fine. I can actually.
Those are great scaling, like poof, poof, poof for damage.
Yeah.
Like that's wonderful.
And does a 10 hit? Probably.
Sadly, a 10 is not enough to hit. Thong should start thinking about casting spells like Bless, but he's.
I gave her armor. It's fine.
So you do in fact miss with that one. That is your turn there. You do still have another, 35 feet to your move if you choose to go somewhere. But
Axel. What about werewolf, bro? Axel.
He's not in the combat. He did not jump in with you guys.
Bad
Where'd
dog.
he go?
He did.
He did.
He jumped in.
Oh yeah.
We're teaching him how to be an alpha. He's contributing to battling. He has to learn. This is the only way he's going to learn, through combat.
So we could actually role play this for a second. We'll take it back. We'll take it back a notch. We'll rewind time for a moment there for you, Sam.
Okay.
Before Maggie moves her other 35 feet or whatever she wants to. So, you guys are making this plan and whatnot, and he doesn't seem to be involved in the conversation at all, which is not something that you really cared about because he hasn't been a part of conversations in general anyways. But as you guys are kind of like literally getting ready to head out, like, okay, let me grab this, let me have that, make sure I have this on me. Yep, right here, get this potion here, awesome. He literally goes over to the camp and he like is kind of like shuffling through stuff and like making sure that he's good to go, but you can totally tell it has a different mood to it. Like, oh, you guys are getting ready to go to the store. Awesome. I'm totally getting ready to go upstairs and play video games while you're not here. I'm just looking busy until you leave. Like he has that kind of like look to him. How do you approach that?
Rai kind of like walks over to him and she kind of is like, so you want to become alpha?
Yeah.
Well, I think you should get some experience with us and learn a few things.
Yeah. Yes, that's why I'm coming along. There's so much I need to learn.
Okay. Let's go.
I'll keep coming with you. Yeah.
Short and sweet. That's it.
Yep. And so that's kind of like that. And then several minutes later, you're kind of like getting up and going to leave, and you start to like fly up a bit, and you're like, oh, this is fun. This is literally your first time flying, so you probably have like a fun moment flying around.
It was fun.
And then you're looking back down at him holding your Mary Poppins umbrella, looking back down at the group, like, okay, I'll be back. And you start flying, and you notice that he's actually, as you're going to start the plan, he's kind of still off to the side and actually just sat down as you start flying up.
Cool. All right. If he doesn't, okay, cool. I'm getting on with shit. I'm not going to turn around and go back for him.
Absolutely. So that happens, and you go up to start the plan. Of course, that Rice gets in that ledge and is watching to make sure everybody else is in place and whatnot before she starts the attack and everything happens. Everybody else sees him do this too. Does anybody else approach him?
I feel like Otto, this is your thing.
Otto's that just like hard pass. Hard pass. Hard pass.
I don't want to involve.
I actually did not include him in the chatter that I like that I give a speech every day, and I'm just kind of like, he can sit out. You're not in this circle.
He doesn't need it.
This is roleplay speak for he doesn't have a character sheet yet, so he decided
Whoa,
to take part.
whoa! Do not think that I'm not prepared with this werewolf. I actually am very prepared with it. But
Just saying. I'm just
hey,
saying.
you fought it. You fought the werewolf.
He didn't have a character sheet then. Just saying.
Okay, well then he didn't have a character sheet, but he is prepared now.
Is he prepared?
Yeah, absolutely. +4 chance
Roman's
to hit.
He's choosing not to partake.
As Rye goes up, Grauman's gonna walk by and be like, kind of like smack him on the back and say, "Come, wolf boy," and get him to follow him.
I'm not a pet dog, and I'm not going to take orders from an orc. He says, like, all ruffled, like alpha-ish.
I want to fuck with him real bad right now.
Does he want to get beat up by Grauman? Is that what's happening here?
Fuck it. Fast forward.
What?
So you can come with you guys. Awesome. I think Sam's looking forward to that.
I think
So
that's how Grumman initially gets enraged. He doesn't get enraged by the enemies. He gets enraged by the wolf boy, then runs into battle.
Motherfucker, you want to
He
come
says he
with us?
doesn't take,
Who
doesn't
do you
take
think you
orders
are?
from orcs. Do I hear that?
You heard somebody sneeze back at friggin',
All right.
your
The
homeland.
only thing I'm gonna do, just because I can't help myself.
It's a 22 passive. To all the DMs out there, don't let your PCs get 22 passive perception.
When he says like I don't take orders from orcs, as Grauman is talking back to Grauman and Grauman turns away, Thonk just turns to him. Oh, wisdom save, will save. I assume he's not got a high will.
What do you think? I got a total of a 9.
All right. Yeah, all Thonk does is he just gestures as come because I command him. And he gets up, and I'm assuming he walks over to me.
Yeah.
And I give him a nice little pat on the shoulder, and I just
Here
say,
we go.
Grauman thinks that he's following him because Grauman intimidated him.
Thonk just pats him on the side of the cheek and says, "Good boy, you can listen." And then I'll just turn around and walk away.
And then as he's standing next to me, Grauman's like, "Oh, decided to join, did you?"
Let's just keep moving. And so he actually will continue moving, and he's actually going to move up, and he's going to hang back a bit with Otto.
Is that a Skaven icon?
It's like a rat man.
It's
Yeah.
a Skaven.
It's like a rat man.
It's
No,
Scott doesn't know what a Skaven is though.
I'm going to Google Skaven.
It's a rat men from Warhammer.
Oh, really? I don't remember that then. Because I actually know Warhammer, but I don't remember that. So no, there's no good werewolf icon, so I just kind of went with the were-rat looking one. So anyways,
So he just
he kinda
stays back
hangs.
after I pat him on the cheek.
Yeah, so he moves considerably forward with you guys, but hangs back with Otto.
All right.
Otto, Grauman is finishing his turn at this point. You can still move, theoretically, up to say here, without having to worry about stepping outside of his range, so he can not what's the word I'm looking for? He can attack of opportunity on you, or you can just hang out.
Are you threatening him?
Sure. I'll walk over.
Maggie's really good against attack of opportunity, so she can totally just be
that's
like,
true.
I'm moving up, or she can hang back. It's up to her. Hanging out, Mag?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. After Maggie is Otto's turn. Otto, what were you doing with this?
Otto wants to talk to Axel.
Okay.
So Axel's adjacent to me, right? He's no longer under the influence of any spell or anything, I assume.
That is a 1-round spell that he cast on him. He just cast a command.
Okay. I say to Axel, go up there. Go see what's going on.
Scout,
No, with Brahmin.
I can't fight these things.
Why?
He pulls out his sword and shows it to you.
What's wrong with it?
This can't hurt that.
Otto thinks about it.
My people have been in these lands for a long time. We've encountered Strange things. I've heard many stories as a boy. Only the chieftain's weapons can hurt these things.
So how did you plan on dealing with it?
I never intended to deal with with coming through this region.
Ugh. Otto just puts his hand in his face. Ugh. What can you do?
Many things, but not in this situation.
Well, then you stay here. And Otto just moves forward up to Thunk.
Okay, there you go.
Or Grumman can give him a weapon.
Yeah, I think you only have one magical weapon, though, don't you?
Well, let's see. There's those 2 swords that make her fly. There's Gurgle's axe. There's
There's the great meow.
Oh yeah, she has like 9 magic weapons.
yeah.
No, not 9.
She's pulling a cloud at this point.
Not
so.
9. 6. 3 axes, a maul, and 2 swords.
Okay, only 3 of them are magical, though. Come on, let's So you move up to Thonk. Do you do anything else, or is that your turn, sir?
I say to Thunk, boy can't hit shit. He says the sword won't work.
Thonk kind of just shrugs, like, my way, he'd be dead by now.
Yeah.
Great conversational piece. Awesome. Otto, is that your turn? Okay.
Thunk's so good at like continuing the
No,
conversation.
he's not. He doesn't talk.
And so Rat Boy is going to hang back there, and he's going to kind of like move up just a smidge more to keep an eye on things, but that's it. Now we're actually going to roll for initiative. Let's do so quickly so we can keep things moving.
There it is.
Oh, back my hands.
That's better.
2,
Okay.
Scott?
What?
It says 2.
Oh, that was weird. What?
Many
The hell?
All the 2s.
So many 2s.
There we go. 2 is my
Oh, guess
modifier.
what?
It just went in funny.
Episode 22.
Hey, episode 22. That's what happened. I was doing that intentionally. I'm so awesome. All right, descending. Here we go. Everything's in order now. Grumman, you actually get to act first, which is amazing. You can clean up your mess. Finish what you put on your plate, and then move on.
Yeah, that's the plan. All right. Oh my gosh.
That is a hit, actually, Maggie. That is a hit.
And then is
13 friggin' points of damage. You drop the creature. It is completely gone. Absolutely. That is that. And now it's able to be, you get your next attack is a total of an 11. Or who are you going up to?
Oh, yeah, I guess I should have waited. I didn't realize he was going to finish him off. I guess, is Rye over this way?
You don't know where Rye is.
Oh, shit.
You're gonna find out in a moment.
Go this way.
Okay, cool. So you go rushing over there to attack that creature. Sadly, your total attack of an 11 is not enough to hit the creature. And so now it's going to be Rye's turn. Oh, actually, Maggie, hold on. You kill the creature. You're holding a great axe. Bonus action attack a 3rd time.
Oh, yeah.
And you hit with it. Absolutely. That's awesome. 12 points of damage is crushing, but it is still standing. That creature is still standing. Rye, it is now your turn. The creatures down there are flittering and fluttering and getting ready to start trying to fly up towards where that fireball came from. You can see that they're moving considerably. Many of them are injured. However, none of them were destroyed.
Can they fly?
It looks like it.
Better fireball that group a second time then,
Okay.
just to be safe.
Roll me your damage, sir. Oh.
Jesus.
31.
Oh man. Okay. So right off the bat, we have all of these guys. Boom, gone. A huge group of the shadows are just instantly destroyed. As for the other ones, that's let's see. Actually, you finished the rest of them too. So every one of the shadows that were inside your area before, was it like 11 of them? Just All of them are just completely consumed by the magical fire. The shadows themselves trying to discorporate and flitter around, but they're just engulfed by the fire and completely burned away. Once the initial eruption of fire disappears, there's a whole bunch of little embers that are lying around all over the place. They're kind of like you would see at a campfire as you're stomping on like an old charred piece. Little bits of like flying embers, kind of like flying around and lighting up the area as though there was a swarm of fireflies. Maggie Grommen is able to see this, both the explosion, the light that happens afterwards, and the continuing flitters of light that is inside that area. It lights it up nicely. Nice, beautiful display.
Yeah.
There is, of course, still this one right here, and you do still have your bonus action and or move action. What would you like to do, Sam?
I think she just stays put up on the cliff.
Okay.
And she kind of like turns her hand over and stares at her hand in disbelief. Like she can't really believe that she just did that.
Yeah. Awesome.
She looks down and she sees Grommen in the valley below.
Yeah. Grommen has no idea what she is. It's wonderful. Okay, after that is going to be the orcish creatures' turns. So these ones are still kind of like standing there and motionless until Grommen comes rushing up to it. Like they witnessed what had happened beforehand. They see Grommen rushing up towards them, and in seeing so, all of a sudden they stride to move forward towards Grommen to get to Grommen. However, the dwarven ones that are standing there, so we're talking about this area right here, the dwarven ones are standing immediately in front of them, kind of shove them back. And they try to like fly forward again, like shimmy, fly forward again towards Grommen to attack Grommen, but the dwarven ones shove them back. And then the shades almost start to continue the fight that they had beforehand, but their arms and what are passing through each other, harmlessly passing through each other, no effect happening whatsoever. Same thing happens over in this area over here. To what amount can be seen, you have a whole bunch of them are trying to like make their way over to where Grommen is to attack Grommen, but sadly are unsuccessful because of the fact that the dwarves are inside the way. The rest of them that did survive are going to start making their way forward because of what had happened. And we can move on to the next turn because none of them are able to get to you guys in a moment. Next one is actually going to be Otto.
Mm-hmm. I still am definitely looking to hang back, but I'll peek around the corner here, and I can probably reach something, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not too far. I'm probably calling attention to myself doing that, though, right?
You are, yep. Are you trying to get to these guys? They're 30 feet away.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably okay. Let me hit it. Yeah, I'll hit the one closest to us with Dissonant Whispers.
Sure.
If I can find it. There we go. And we'll just use that at the first level.
Okay.
That is a wisdom saving throw.
I gotcha. I'm very surprised these creatures are not immune to psychic damage. I almost feel like they should, but then at the same time, though, what is a ghost? You know what I mean? But
right.
Maybe residual psychic energy or whatever. So,
well, according to Pokemon, ghosts should be hurt more by psychic damage. So
Yeah,
that might be what you were basing it on.
Yeah.
Of course, and that is important.
Yeah.
That is important. Drop your 3d6. Oh, what level are you casting at? Just level 1?
Just level 1, yeah.
Drop your 3d6 damage for me, please, sir.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Oh, there he is. 12 points of damage right there. It is beautiful. And it, of course, is going to spend its reaction to move away from you as fast as it possibly can. Problem is, in doing so, as it moves up into a whole bunch of orcs kind of like shoving back at it. The orc shadows are shoving back at it. And then all of a sudden, all the dwarves over here start like fighting each other more and more and more with it. So he's actually not able to move away at all because the orcs are shoving back at him.
Okay.
All right. That is your turn. After you is going to be Thunk. And then...
I guess.
Oh, whoa. My guys never made their way onto the map. What the what? The what?
What? What guys?
The what?
Oh, the orcs.
Yeah. There we go. 13. Okay, 13. He actually is going to go after Otto and before Thunk. Here we go. Sorry, Thunk. It's not your turn yet.
No.
Calm the Hemis. And so we're we're going to have him go. So these ones right here are immediately going to turn around and start attacking at Thunk. Sorry, at Grommen. So all of these are going to turn over.
What's Grommen's AC with my shield, though?
It is a 20 at the moment, I believe. Correct, Maggie?
Correct.
Nice.
Okay, awesome. So 20 AC at the moment, which is beautiful. We'll make those first 3 attacks before we do anything else. And these, of course, are touch attacks. What do touch attacks do, Mathis?
You touch? What do you mean? What do they
They
do?
ignore AC.
I wish that was the case, but sadly it doesn't in this
No,
edition.
I just made
I was
that
gonna
up.
say that. Then why do I? Why
I
is my
miss.
afflict
I was like,
lose?
I missed
I
that.
fucking
You know,
scared you for a second there, didn't I, Maggie?
she remembers it from older editions too.
Half
Oh my
I
god, I rolled garbage. Even with my modifiers, Maggie, the highest number I rolled is an 8 for my first 3 attacks. That is just absolute shit. That was horrible. All right, that's okay though. My turn's not over yet.
Don't worry, Maggie. You got a 20 AC.
Oh no, he can't move at you because of the spell that Otto had cast.
Nice job, Otto.
Thanks.
GG.
Yeah, 20 AC is disgusting. We've got a guy with 22 perception in the group and another one with 20 AC.
It's
Well.
so good. And you're in the cliffs and you just nuked the hell out of them.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm just cliff chilling.
Okay, but this is good news because I actually got exactly a 20, which is exactly what I needed to hit Maggie,
Liar.
which is amazing.
Liar.
All right,
Liar.
I will tweet it out.
Just kidding.
Here we go.
She's
And
still
then-
got 8 extra hit points.
Immediately followed by a 16. I will tweet it out in a moment so we can shut Mathis up. And I hit Maggie, which is amazing. So this attack is going to deal. You ready for this? Grommen, with your raging ability, which is super awesome. You do all sorts of things like reduce the amount of damage by half, correct? Well, sadly,
This is gonna
not
be
this. It's 11 points of damage straight. You do not half that for raging. You do have your 7 temp HP from Otto, so you can thank your little buddy. But you take...
Excuse me. That'd be 8 temporary HP now.
Why?
5 plus a 3 charisma modifier, right? 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 I'm right, aren't I? I'm right, aren't I?
You shut him up, so clearly
Right.
you're right.
Yeah, that means you won.
I'm right. I'm right. I'm right.
That's it. He's not new to D&D anymore.
I already did
The
the
second you dispute and beat the DM, you're officially
I've graduated.
a D&D
All right.
player. You graduated.
Okay,
Congratulations.
okay. Otto, I will give you 2 things. One, yes, you are correct.
Thank you.
There is 1 more health point, so she only takes 3 points of damage,
Okay.
necrotic damage. But I'm going to allow you to roll a d4 for me.
All right. I like rolling d4s.
What number do you want to roll?
I want to roll a 2.
Okay.
Oh.
Grommen, your strength is reduced by 4.
What?
Yep, welcome to fucking fighting ghosts, by the way.
Ah.
Grommen, your strength is reduced by 4, so your chance to hit is going to reduce by 2, and your damage is going to reduce by 2 with every melee attack. Your saving throws that are based off of strength are also reduced, and so on. Absolutely. Could you do me?
Permanently.
No.
That would be funny.
That would be.
Sorry for making him mad, Maggie.
So yeah, I mean that's what happens. You get 1 extra temp HP. So that was my 16 attacks against Grommen. Anything else happening over here? Nothing else is worth noting because you guys killed all my dwarven ghosts. It's now Thunk's turn.
I will cast. I'll just stand. No, I'll stand here. Is that far enough? No, I gotta get one closer. Can I see this guy or this guy? One of these two?
I don't know if this works for you. Click on Thunk and press for you. It's Control L and see what happens.
Nothing happened.
That only works for the DM.
Wait,
then
hang on. Let me try.
you can see everything that's surrounded around Grommen and everything that's immediately in front of you. As a matter of fact, I'm looking through Thunk's eyes. You can see all the way up to the battlefield where Rai blew everything up too.
All right, I'm just gonna hit one of these guys. None of them are injured, so I'm just gonna
Sure.
hit this one here, top corner.
The super injured one's right up here.
Oh, you're correct, actually. All right, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll hit him.
Sure.
He has to make a dex saving throw. I'm just hitting him with Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame, that's a beautiful one. Dex saving throw is, there we go. I fail my saving throw, which is wonderful.
All right, because I'm level 5 now, he takes 2d8 radiant damage.
Woo!
That's more.
Wow.
Why do I
Holy
hit?
crap.
This is why I don't swing with a weapon. This is why I don't use my spear.
That's amazing. You did 13 points of radiant damage. So what happens is as you kind of like reach out and say another prayer to Grumsh, from within the creature, that same kind of colored energy that was there beforehand, but Otto can definitely see it this time, starts from within the creature, like right around the chest area. And then the light grows brighter and brighter and brighter. There's almost like an explosion from inside of it. And all like the flittering shadows go flying outwards in every direction as the thing is just kind of blown up. But the magic that's there completely consumes the flittering shadows. So they just kind of like fizzle out over the course of 2 or 3 seconds, whereas off in the distance over here, those ones that are being burned by the magical energy still have that like firefly kind of look to them in the sky. After Thonk's turn, Grommen, how you feeling, buddy?
You know, not as strong as normal.
See, one of my favorite things about fighting barbarians with ghosts is, let's say you were fighting a wraith instead of a ship. You know what? We're gonna save that. We're gonna save with what a wraith does to barbarians. They're gonna save that one.
My first
They're all
ever
the same to
TPK was
ramen.
to a wraith.
That's awesome. The wraiths
Two
are.
2 wraiths at level 1.
Oh, that's just
Whoa,
cruel.
what?
And
That's
I-
That's
mean.
just cruel.
And I killed one of them, and the second one was 1 hit from death. And I went down, and the rest of the party was down. Then I rolled a 20, got back up, and then missed my last hit. I rolled a natty 1 and died.
Oh,
I would have saved the whole party. Just
Only-
Damn.
only feast or famine for you there, Sam. Oh man, that was who DM'd that one? That was unforgiving.
That was a role play with
Adam?
Steve Lumpkin.
Oh,
Lumpkin.
Steve.
Oh, nice,
I'm
nice.
thinking I might
My
have died
first
to the
ever
wraith
game
as
of
well.
D&D.
Oh God, what a way to be introduced.
Is that your first ever tabletop ever?
It was, yeah. And I got
Wow.
TPK'd.
And you got addicted from that? Sam, you are a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, dude. I liked it.
Yeah.
Who's Steve?
Hit me harder.
Silent Osiris.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, I know him. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I'm sorry. I only know him because he arguably has a more beautiful beard than I do. So I was like, damn him.
He's got
Damn
luscious.
this man.
He's got
My
hair.
God.
Yeah,
I know.
that dude is
It's out of control.
I'm jealous.
It's out of control.
Yeah, it makes me miss when I used to have a ponytail, but I'm like, oh man, he's a gorgeous man.
I don't miss those days, Scott.
We love you, Steven. I miss you. All right, let's go on.
Oh, yeah,
He's not here.
he's not with us anymore.
No.
Guys, he still exists. Oh my goodness.
All right.
I guess I'm gonna try to attack peoples.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's see, are there any injured ones around you? The one immediately in front of you, so this one right here is injured. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for him. I'm gonna
Connect 4.
try to smack him with my.
Connect 4.
That's a hit. Maggie, you don't even have to, or you can roll for damage. You definitely killed that SOB, so he is gone, allowing you to bonus action. Make another attack for me, Maggie.
Oh, so I don't get my teeth. I guess I'll go for which ones are these all?
They're all uninjured,
Yeah, they're all ghosty dudes.
and they're all ghosty dwarfs.
All right.
This is the one that hit you, if that makes you feel any better.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit him in the face.
Oh, I just realized something. Holy crap, I just realized something, Maggie.
What?
You missed with your last attack.
No, I already put it. I made it. I subtracted my strength by 4 already.
You strength to the 4 strength, so it's only as a reduced plus.
I have 14 strength right now instead of 18. I
Oh.
just subtracted it so it auto did the math and my stuff.
Okay, my apologies. Thank you for doing that. I'm sorry for questioning you. You do hit, you do kill.
Scott, that's the
Even
thing.
with -4 strength, okay?
Hey,
Okay.
I'm sorry, Maggie. I'm sorry.
Scott's like, no, you.
How
How dare you hit?
I will pay you back when your strength's a 9. Okay. All right. So Maggie, you hit the second one and you do a crushing 14 point, which is going to be like near max for you with this weapon. A crushing 14 points of damage to the second one. He is, however, still standing. You do have your second attack. 14 points of damage.
Get it?
You killed, and then you bonus action attack a second time, and you still have your second attack for being 5th level.
Okay. I thought I just lost it.
Oh man, what a.
That is an incredible roll. You do hit. Your damage is a total of a 9. You actually do drop the sky, ending your turn. So you actually killed 2 of them in your 3 attacks, which is beautiful. Grommen, that was you. It is now Rye's turn. Rye, what can you offer? What can you bring to the table?
Rye's just gonna start Eldritch blasting the ghosties around Grumman to help
Okay.
him.
So the distance for you from where you are, where that is, that's about 100 feet. So you are clear. You are good to
Yeah.
go.
I figured that was the only thing really I could do from this
While
height.
she's casting, Grumman's like, "You touch me again, and I smash you."
Oh man, Otto's out back like, oh man, is he talking to me?
All right.
Oh, that is a why advantage? Oh, you know what? I will give you advantage on that first attack.
You know what? I'll
Um,
use my inspiration for it.
No. You don't have to. I will give you advantage because you are up there. They weren't aware of that's where you were. You actually
Okay.
did catch it off guard. I will allow advantage to work that first attack. So you hit and you can do your damage. Which one were you attacking, by the way?
I
BT
was
dubs.
attacking this guy.
That guy. Awesome. Cool.
And then let's fire a second one. Cool.
And we'll assume so the first one 11 points of damage to that first guy because you are now dropping you add your charisma to it now.
Yeah, it's part of the new thing.
You grab that one. Cool. So you are doing why is it not doing more? Oh, that's right. I was thinking you get more damage but you just get a second attack. That's right. So you're doing 11 points of damage to the first one. You throw him back against the wall and it's kind of like doof. However, it's not enough to kill it. It's not going to take damage from hitting the wall. It's an incorporeal creature. And you threw a second attack at it, and it's completely able to discorporeate it. As the thing hits into it, it smashes against the wall from it kind of like wisping into the wall a bit and back out, turning its attention up to you, get ready to fly up at you. Then all of a sudden, the second one hits it, and the thing just kind of explodes out in flittering shadows all over the place. The shadows actually hit Maggie too, and she drops for another point of strength. Moving on.
Liar!
No.
Didn't happen.
Okay.
Rye, is that your whole turn?
Yes.
Perfect. Next is the orc ones. Oh, I'm so excited because now we've unlocked some orc ones. They can start making their way around. So,
Unlocked.
yes, unlocks them. So this one is going to come up and attack at Maggie. This one is also going to come up and attack at Maggie. So 2 more attacks against Maggie, please. This is great. I'm super excited about these attacks. Your AC is too high right now. I missed because of it. And that was just a horrible miss anyways. I got the total of a 19 for that chance to hit, and that did nothing for me.
Hell yeah, it did nothing for you.
So these ones are just kind of
fucking orc ghost, man. They're gonna be taking all that strength.
they go down and fill in the ranks. They are not able to get to Maggie quite just yet as they're trying to like push by and get to each other, but there's no area for them to get to.
What you guys doing? Are they doing melee or casting or what?
It's touching you. They're groping at you. Yeah.
But is the touching like magical?
It is incorporeal.
I have a
What are you asking exactly, Maggie?
Because I have Mage Slayer and I just realized
No, it's not a spell. It's not a
they're
spell.
like really close to me.
It's the same as you punching somebody in the face.
Is it
I-
though?
I have a question.
Yep.
If I use dueling shadows, given that these guys are actual shadows, does that mean they just slap fight each other?
You know what?
Magical touching?
I am willing to allow you to experiment with that wonderful spell that you have there.
I'm not going to because it's necrotic damage. I was just trolling.
You know, you are welcome to do whatever it is that you'd like to do, but I get another attack against Maggie in the meanwhile, which makes me very happy.
Are they magical?
They're magical, but it's not spell casting.
Yeah. They're undead creatures swinging at you with their hands. It's the same thing as if somebody was to swing at you with their fist. It is not considered a spell casting. So they do come rushing forward and attacking at Grommen because Grommen seems to like have all this attention around him. So as Thonk and Otto are like trying to assist and do what they do, Thonk even casts a spell at that group that's over there. However, they're kind of mindless, not completely mindless, they're kind of mindless, and they went to where all of this motion is happening. You got to think like kind of like zombie horde mentality. As the zombies are rushing and gathering together, more gather to it.
Good.
All right.
Perfect.
That being said, you guys are relatively safe at the moment. There seems to be a little bit more action that's happening as another one comes around a corner and you're able to see it, but is not able to join into combat yet. Sorry, one more square. And after that is going to be Otto's turn, Thonk's turn, and then we're going to take a quick little break before we come back to that final hour. So, Otto, you first.
Otto spots this shade coming at us from the left side and immediately hits it with the dissonant whispers.
You go right ahead.
There we go.
Don't throw your shade my way, bitches.
My saving throw is wisdom. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. God, my wisdom is so bad.
I'm going to go ahead and cast this at level 2.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I failed to save.
It does make me feel much better, actually. Thanks.
That is a decent amount of damage. She said, actually, no, that's very meh. You rolled mad damage. But you harmed the thing horribly, and it is still standing, but harmed horribly. It chooses to take its reaction and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving backwards. After that is going to be Thonk's turn.
Otto simply whispered to it, "Get the fuck out of here."
And he is gone. Is there one that's injured?
There. Give me 1 second. Looking around Maggie. There are none. Maggie finishes the jobs that she starts. The only injured one is the one that just ran away.
All right, I'm gonna try and hit this one right next to Maggie.
Absolutely.
Dex save.
My wonderful dexterity. It's actually like my highest stat. What's the DC?
Oh, fuck, 15 I think is my spell save DC.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
15.
right. You have a super high wisdom. One of you guys have crappy DCs, but it's not you. I fail. I got a 13.
All right. 6 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 radiant damage.
6 radiant damage is not much. You said to the one that's immediately next to Grommen?
Yeah. This
Red one? Okay. Wait, was that blue or red? I'm sorry.
A blue, the dwarf.
Okay, I gotcha. Fixing it. And thank you. And after that, why don't we take a quick little break? We'll come back and we'll finish this off, okay?
Sounds good. We'll
Yeah.
be back in just a few minutes, everybody. We'll be right back.